Is Microsoft about to announce a family sharing plan for Xbox Game Pass? I think that would be great, but let's talk about this rumor and whether or not we think it's true right now, as well as some other stories that I found you might find interesting. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. If you like stories, especially those about Xbox, I would really appreciate it if you're not subscribed yet. If you are subscribed, thanks for watching again. So let's dive right into this one. Basically, it seems like they are experimenting with a Microsoft family plan. The title of this story is obviously, as you can read, Microsoft Trials Xbox and PC Game Pass Family Plan. So you've probably heard about this over the last few days, but basically the way it works is you'll be able to share with a few other accounts on a home plan for a modest fee, as opposed to have the paying, as opposed to needing to pay for multiple accounts. It's been rumored for a while now, but Microsoft has officially launched an Xbox and PC Game Pass Family Plan as an Xbox Insider benefit for users in Colombia and Ireland. If you're in either of those two regions, you can sign up for the program, which allows up to 5 accounts, including the owner, to be registered on a single subscription, all with their own access to the full range of Game Pass Ultimate games and benefits. Now, this is awesome. Previously, as a family, you would need to have multiple accounts, and all of them would need to have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. They did talk about how if you're currently signed up, you can't join right away, but they're sort of working the kinks out as they test in these 2 different territories. So let's continue on and read here. So how much does this family plan cost? Well, Windows Central reported that it costs €21.99 euro, which would be about $24.99. Let's just read the whole quote here. We can also get an estimate by calculating the time conversion rate, which Microsoft says will see a full month of Ultimate converted to 18 days of membership for this plan. That means at the current Ultimate pricing of $14.99 US per month, we can anticipate the price of the family plan to clock in around $24.99 US, performing a similar calculation on the UK price of $10.99 GBP. That comes out to $18.33 GBP. Significantly cheaper, as the article continues, than the current way of doing it, which is basically paying $14.99 per unique console in your house. I do believe you can make one console your home console, and then everybody can use the same account and share those games. But of course, if you want your kids in another room while you're playing Gears of War and you're chainsawing something in half and they're playing, I don't know what the kids play these days, a Disney game or something, then that might be a good idea. Kudos to Microsoft. I hope this comes to the stateside before my son gets old enough to need his own Xbox, and I hope other companies follow suit. But you know what? That wasn't the only story related to Xbox that I had for you today. There was also this story about the leaked Xbox Elite 2 white controller, which somebody unboxed. As you can see, it looks a lot like the Elite. I wonder if my Elite, do I have it nearby? Yeah, I actually have it right here. So I believe this is the Series 2. It's black. It has same center button, same button here, same power lights. I have the D-pad on there because that's how I roll with my fighting games, and then the offset sticks. But that one's all in white, obviously. We also don't get to see the back of it and such. But basically, let me see the quote that I highlighted here. Microsoft announced a new white version of its original Xbox Elite controller nearly 4 years ago, following leaked images of a second-generation Elite controller. Microsoft is attending Gamescom later this month. Maybe that's where they're going to announce it officially. Who knows? The same event the company chose to announce its white Xbox Elite controller at in 2018. These controllers are quite expensive. The one I just showed you, I believe, had a lot of issues with people. For some people, mine was pretty good. I think one of my buttons got a little sticky, but it's sounding pretty good right now. Yeah, so that was going on also. And one more Xbox related story. There was a Halo update. Wait, don't turn off the video. They're actually making minute but positive changes I want to go over. The August drop pod hit, and there's a few things we'll just go over the highlighted items. So basically, right now they're working on cores that will work for everybody. So instead of needing to use a different core to have all the different customizations, they're slowly but surely allowing things to work cross-core, like visor colors, for example. So basically, they're now going to work on all cores. So that is great. As you can see, here is a visor that's not supposed to work with this suit, apparently now working with it. And that also goes for attachments. A small note, but whatever for me. We're also getting additional ranked playlists. And actually, I'm pretty excited about this one because I've wanted an excuse to jump back in to ranked. And they're going to be adding a social team doubles playlist that'll be accompanying ranked doubles on its launch day, meaning Halo Infinite will be getting twice the 2v2 fun. I've done doubles. There's a seasonal event called Crimson Doubles that often hits Destiny, and it's actually a lot of fun to play in a duo group because I don't know, it just feels like communication needs to be tighter, and it's a little more chill, or it can get as sweaty as you want it to be, but I really enjoy that mode, and I'm excited to see how that ends up working out in Halo Infinite. I'm pretty stoked to try it out. Presentation, finally. And this is one, like, I just don't get it. Challenges are finally on the pause menu. So when you pause the game, you actually can see what challenges you're working towards. Sometimes I forget the weapon name or how many more kills I needed to get something, and I'm keeping track in my head. No, they do not update in real time. Unfortunately, that is something that they're still working on, but this is definitely a positive in my book. And in the Kotaku article, they also talked about snipers. Ever since Team Snipers playlist rollout earlier this summer, it's featured a mode that starts you off with a stalker rifle, a good precision weapon, not a sniper rifle. After today, the game mode is gone, replaced by a mode that only spawns you with snipers. Though I didn't find that in the patch notes. So, great, I guess. Thanks, Kotaku. I missed that one. I didn't see anything there. And it looks like they're doing some adjustments to the Master Chief Collection. Remember yesterday when I was talking all about Unity and sort of how their fall from grace, so to speak, and why I've been a little bit concerned? I'll get to that in just a second, but I forgot this last one. The latest Xbox Alpha and Alpha Skip Ahead has a nice little adjustment to the UI of the Xbox platform. You see how Far Cry 6 has a little disc that lets you know that you're playing on the disc. Tony Hawk here, Pro Skater 1 and 2, has indicated that it has left Xbox Game Pass. Resident Evil 3, hey, you have this installed via disc, and your disc is not currently installed. As you know, if you have the disc version, you got to use a disc. If you have the digital version, you have to use the digital version. So it's just one of those small, subtle touches. And they also show this second scene with the disc and the exclamation points, and sort of how you can quickly see what is no longer on Game Pass that you might have installed. So you would need to purchase it and then activate it that way. I actually really like this. This is one of those small changes that I'm really, really happy to see. I just like it when Xbox improves their UI, or anybody improves their UI. There's so many cumbersome little things. For the next Alpha Skip Ahead, fix your game recordings, please. That is my biggest request. I just wish the game recordings were just a little bit better, a lot better than they currently are. Just make it exactly like PlayStation's, because PlayStation's is so good. And then finally, after the Unity story yesterday, I wanted to talk about this one. AppLovin offers to buy video game software maker Unity in $17.5 billion deal. So I hypothesized that what Unity was doing was making their brand more attractive to buyers, right? And it seems like that's exactly what they were doing, because now this gaming company called AppLovin has made an offer where they're offering $58.85 for each Unity share, which represents a premium of 18% to Unity's Monday closing price. Unity will own 55% of the combined company's outstanding shares, representing about 49% of the voting rights. AppLovin hired advisors to work out the offer after Unity last month said it would buy ironSource in a $4.4 billion all-stock transaction. Sources familiar with the matter told Reuters Unity's board will have to terminate the ironSource deal if it wants to pursue a combination with AppLovin, according to the proposal. So as you may have seen yesterday, go check out the Unity video where I was talking about it. That deal with ironSource was a pretty big disaster for Unity. It was not being met with positivity. So I do wonder what would happen. And oh, there's a little note here about Riccatello. Actually, under the proposed deal, Unity's chief executive CEO John Riccatello will become CEO of the combined businesses, while AppLovin's chief executive Adam Foragoni will take the role of chief operating officer. So I have to wonder if this whole time they were just buffing up their portfolio to make them look a little bit more attractive to purchasers. Who knows? But that was the latest on Unity. Let's keep following this wild tale about Unity because it was so fun to talk about the other day. And that's what I had. So a lot of cool Xbox stories, actually, or at least things related to Xbox that I hope you enjoy. I found all those just sort of looking around. It's been a slow Monday and Tuesday, but I've been trying to bring you a video a day again. So thank you so much for watching. And those of you who subscribe, thank you for subscribing. Did you know if you click the subscribe button though and the bell, you could also be a subscriber I'm thanking right now. Right now, I'm just going to thank you for viewing my content. You know who else I need to thank? The members. Thank you so much to all the members for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you for saying, hey, Destin, I want to support your channel and what you do over here. You can click that join button if you want to become part of that. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to get out of here and I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.